Well, and you smile too. So.
Mom, have you seen my eyes? I wanted to show you my eyes.
I'm dealing with an actual psychopath. She managed to not only once again avoid accountability from all the abusive damage she's done, but to actually turn it around and make it about me. She has fucking flipped this entire thing upside down and made it about me. I will never, now I know for sure, I will never, ever regret going no contact with my mother. When Lily was going through all that shit during Christmas, Mom didn't even give a fuck. You know what she said to me? You know what mothering advice she said to me when my daughter was going through the worst time in her entire life? She said, I'm going to let you handle this. And then when my daughter was in mania, guess who pointed out to my mom? She didn't even see it. She was like, oh, I don't see it, da, 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 and said a whole bunch of dumb shit that didn't make sense. I'm like, Mom, she's in mania. How can you see it in me and not in her? And long story short, the stuff about Christmas time, I didn't even start talking to Lily about my mom around Christmas time. Okay? Didn't do that. But my mom almost ruined our Christmas for us. Almost ruined it. Over me getting a tablet for my daughter for my birthday. Over me getting a tablet for my daughter for her birthday. She tried to say she wanted to get her a tablet for her birthday when I had already originally told her I would. And long story short, she started treating me like dog shit for over a week. Got all mad at me because I got her the tablet like I said I was going to. And then she starts crying, oh, don't feel sorry for me. And says, oh, well, I forgot about that conversation. Maybe I should have made that about your mental health and about how stable you are. Maybe I should have said, gee, Mom, maybe it's senility. Maybe it's early onset dementia. Since you have no problem questioning my mental health and my mental status. And oh, it's psychosis. Oh, it's mania. Oh, she's neglectful. She has spent years not fully... Where did that go? She had spent years not fully taking care of her bipolar by making bad decisions. That is such bullshit, it's not even funny. I take my medicine every single night the way I'm supposed to. I take my medicine every single day the way I'm supposed to. I go to every therapist appointment. I make every doctor's appointment. I do all the work. I put in all of the work, all of the effort to take care of my mental health. She is psychotic and deflecting so severely bad it's not even funny. And she thinks she's hurt? She took my 36 years worth of issues with her and made it about me and my mental health. And this stuff about Deja and the ritual and the spiritual stuff, there is worlds worth of things I do not talk to her about. Worlds worth of things I do not talk to her about, and that is especially my spirituality. I do not talk to her about my spirituality whatsoever in any sort of way because of how judgmental and critical her ass is. So I keep it to myself. I keep it to myself every single day of my life. And that is while living with her because I'm not dumb enough to tell her the most important things to me. And when I see an X cut into my daughter's arm and I know it's a spiritual attack, I'm going to treat it spiritually. And guess what? She woke up healed the next day. Between me and Luna loving on her, and yes, cats are healing. It's a proven freaking fact. Their purr is a proven healing frequency. So she can swerve with that bullshit. She is absolutely psychotic. And I'm so sure she's running to my brother now. Oh, I'm sorry I wasn't there for you the past few years. I was with my daughter. I forgot I had a son. She's not going to talk to him about how she was going to spend the next, as long as it takes, time ignoring him because he wasn't talking to her enough. He didn't message her enough and he didn't write enough. So she was just going to straight up ignore him and show him how it feels. And she doesn't even like Heather that he's with. She doesn't like the way she treats him. And funny enough, she has her helping her now, doesn't she? I've helped enough. Barely helped enough is what that should say. Yeah, she watches my children while I work, while she gets everything she needs paid for. And she does the dishes. She sometimes sweeps the floor. I have come home to a dirty house 1,000 times, more times than I can count, because she will not clean up around the house when I'm at work. Will not do it. She sometimes sweeps the floor. She sometimes vacuums. But I all the time have come home to a dirty house. She will watch the kids. She will do the basic necessities for them, and that is it. And then she gets upset if they're hungry after they've had dinner. She'll get upset. She sat me down when Lily was hungry one day after eating already, and my mom sat me down like my daughter had done something horrible, and all she was hungry. And funny how when I start talking about her being psychologically abusive and emotionally neglectful and abusive, that's what she wants to call me. That's what she wants to call me. As soon as I start saying that to her, as soon as I start calling her out on her bullshit. This is the shit she tells herself. And she calls me crazy and me unstable. She's the unstable one. She's the one that needs a mental health evaluation. Period, point blank, end of story. End of story. And Lily never told her to call Coleman. I heard the message because my daughter recorded the message between them this morning. Lily never said it. She said no. And she even admits at one point the only reason she was going to talk to my therapist was because she was going to try to get my therapist to see how unstable I was. Not so she could be held accountable for all the effed up things she's done to me over the years. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is why I'm going no contact. And my brother can't tell me when 10 years go by that I'm still unstable. In 10 years go by when I'm making it and I'm raising my 3 children by myself without help, making more money than they've ever seen. He cannot say that I'm still unstable. He cannot say that I'm in psychosis. She cannot say that I'm manic. They cannot say it's from the medicine I take. Time will tell. I will never speak to you again. You unbelievable, neglectful mother. You abusive mother. You undercover narcissist wearing the mask of an empath. Make me sick. You make me sick. This is for every adult child that went no contact. This is why we do it. Because this is the shit they tell themselves. This is the way they twist the stories to fit their narrative. That 8,000 measly dollars she gave me for my uncle's death was more than deserving. I pay for every single thing my mother has ever had in the last 7 years. Everything she's needed, every single bill, when she has not paid a penny's worth to help. Besides what she helps in food stamps. Every time I've talked to her about getting a job, she never could. Never tried hard enough. Always gave up. Couldn't even find a stay-at-home job to help when I was financially breaking. This is unbelievable, utter bullshit. In that moment, I saw that she can control it 100%. How do you control psychosis? How do you control mania, genius? Spoiler alert, you can't. And yet clearly, oh my God, what does this say? Thus began my process of looking over the years, and yet more mistakes I clearly made. Funny how you can't hear any of the mistakes I listed to you, but you're making up ones right here. Ironically, my son, who I've done nothing for in his adult years because I was too busy tending to her, has been defending me. He went running to you so quick it's not even funny. Oh, gotta defend my mom. I'm not gonna think about the fact that my sister loves her and worships the ground she walks on and is closer to her than anybody else is. I'm not going to think about how, gee, if she doesn't want to talk to mom, it must be serious. What could have mom done? Nope, it's, oh, mom, I got your back. Yep, she's unstable. She's crazy. I agree. Unbelievable. I will never, I know for sure, ever regret the decision I made to go no contact with my covert, narcissistic, abusive, neglectful mother. She tried telling me when I told her all these different things on the porch, when I started listing off all these issues I had, she tried to keep saying, I'm validating your feelings. I'm validating your feelings. I'm hearing you. I fucked up and I fucked up bad. And blah, 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 blah. And yet the whole time, like I said, she was talking out of both sides of her mouth. Trying to tell me how she's messed up and she's validating my feelings and blah, 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 blah. Then why are you trying to say I'm unstable? Funny how I wasn't unstable until I started calling you out. I wasn't unstable until I discovered you were a covert narcissist. I wasn't unstable until I talked about all of your abusive patterns and toxic ways. I wasn't unstable until I broke and started freaking out about all the things I've dealt with from you in 36 years. I wasn't unstable until I started talking about you being neglectful to my children. I wasn't unstable until I told you my children do not want you here. Funny how I was perfectly stable then. Until then. I was perfectly stable until then, right? Oh, but her spoiled, entitled ass can most certainly control it when she effing wants something. She spent days shredding my very existence. I've been sitting here, not only taking the abusive onslaught, I've been making excuses for her, thinking because she's in mania, she can't help it. Huh. Psycho. And I did get my daughter off to school the other morning. I was awake. I did get up with her. Yes, I lay back down. And yes, I was sick. And my mom knew I was sick. So, funny how she lied and hear about that as well. She's like, oh, maybe I'm going to make excuses for her. Maybe she's sick. Bitch, I was sick. Make me sick. And my final straw was with the day after her birthday when she said to her addict daughter, well, I've been broken more than once and I never went to drugs or alcohol. And I brought that up to her. She said, I never said that. And then it was another argument, back and forth and back and forth. Bitch, yes, you did. Make me sick. I will never, ever feel close to the way I used to feel about you. I will never look up to you again. I have zero respect for you. There is no love lost here. I am cutting all ties with you. I am going to stay in no contact for the rest of your life. And now I have proof of how you think and how you make it okay in your twisted head. And if my brother ever wakes up, he's going to see it too. I hope he does, and I hope he calls you out on all your bullshit. He's smart enough, but his love for you might blind him.